Do you know who the most dangerous man in the world is? A repressed father who just needs to punch someone. Body, released in 2021 and is directed by Ian Schuler, who's also behind such films like Hardcore Henry and Heads of State. And this film is starring Bob Odenkirk, Connie Nielsen, Alexei Serbryakov, Riza, and Christopher Lloyd. Hutch Mansell is the father of 2 children and the husband of 1 beautiful wife, and he goes about his mundane life, taking the bus to work, clocking in, doing all of his expense reports, coming home, making dinner, falling asleep, waking up, and doing the exact same thing over and over and over again. Well, one night some people break into his house, and when he confronts them, you can tell that he wants to take them out, but allows them to take the cash that's available and gets a couple of shots in on his face and also his son's. Well, this is the spark that reignites the fire that has been built up in Hutch over many years, where he goes on a one-man wrecking spree to take care of these robbers, and also the Russian mob who are part of the people that he beats up on the bus along the way. Yeah, the conflict in this movie is kind of well, that didn't really need to happen, and it's a little bit coincidental, but you know what? Once it happens, it's completely badass, and this is one of those, I don't know what this genre is called, but I consider it like middle-age action film. The Taken movies I would put in that category, all the John Wick films, because Keanu Reeves is not the younger version of Keanu Reeves that we know. And all of these other films where you take an action star who is well past their prime or in their older years, and you put them in these gritty, awesome action set-piece films that are completely badass. I totally get behind it. And maybe it's because I'm approaching middle age myself. I have a ton of gray hair to show for it, but I completely connect with these characters about how mundane their life is and how they just go from day to day. Yes, of course, they're happy, they are content, they're with the people that they love, they have a nice house, they have a good mortgage, they are well taken care of, they always have food in the fridge. But you can just tell there's that small little tiny flame inside them about how they just want to go out and do something extraordinary. Maybe that's create something, or maybe that's to invent something that's going to change the world, or in these people's cases, they just want to punch someone's fucking face in. So I connect with these characters in these types of movies tremendously. This is my first time watching this film, and my god, this guy has, this is like the best physical therapy out there. To see this Hutch character just be so satisfied and so happy after he gets into his first altercation, like that's just enjoyment. You can tell all of the endorphins are just releasing in his body. He lights up a cigarette, sits down, or he lays down on his couch, and he's just like, yeah, this is what I missed. I gave it up so that I can have a wife and have a nice functional family and a nice functional life. But god damn it, I'm really good at doing that shit. Bob Odenkirk is great, and I love that he had this resurgence over the last decade with him in Better Call Saul and Breaking Bad, and then he gets an action film like this. Like, good for him. This gives me hope to a lot of those actors who have been just like in the background, or they had like little side roles here and there, nothing too big, nothing too substantial, but here in their later years it's like, no, let's give this guy a shot, and oh hey, look at this, he's actually fucking great. And I like the fight scenes that we get in here. This isn't like a John Wick or like a Taken, where those films, when they got into physical altercations, like Liam Neeson, Keanu Reeves, they are like the best at what they do, so they don't have a lot of scratches, they're not in a ton of pain. Bob Odenkirk, like, he knows what he's doing and he can put up a fight, but you can tell like he's not the best. He's out of shape, he is out of touch with this. That first fist fight that he gets in on the bus, like, he's getting his butt kicked the majority of the time, but then all of a sudden just like that extra adrenaline kicks in and then he's able to take all of them out. But I like that he's not the best and that he gets extremely cut up and he has bruises all over his face. Now, like I said, the script here, the conflict, the antagonist, the bad guy, it's very coincidental. Like, Hutch doesn't go out of his way searching for the head of the Russian mob, or at least this section of the Russian mob, but it just kind of happens. So it's not the best screenwriting that you've ever seen in an action film like this, but you know what? Once the Russian mob sets their sights on this guy and his family, that's when it kicks into high gear, and it's awesome. It's almost to the point where it's just too good to be true. I kind of felt that way about the Equalizer films. Another example of those middle-age action films. In that first Equalizer film, there were no issues with him taking out the gangsters that were coming to the warehouse. Like, he was 10 steps ahead of all of them. It didn't really leave room for a lot of stakes of, oh, this guy could potentially be killed. No, he's just there and he's going to kick ass. Same thing happens here, especially when they're invading his home. He's like, no, I'm not dying here. I know every nook and cranny. I have a state-of-the-art security system that not even my family knows about in here. Just in my opinion, it's not the best story device. I like when I can feel the stakes, where I can feel that there is potential for this guy to be shot or to be killed. Never felt that in this film. I felt like he was going to make it out 100% of the time. But it's still a badass action movie. The reason why I'm reviewing it is because the sequel finally comes out this weekend, Nobody 2. I'm extremely excited for that. Looks like he is on vacation, probably in Hawaii. He's got a Hawaiian shirt on. He's by the pool in the poster. Can't wait to see what shenanigans he finds himself into that film. But so leading up to that, had to watch this film. This film is fantastic. It is an awesome action film. You should check it out. I'm going to give Nobody 4 out of 5 Blu-rays.
I like it a lot.
So guys, if you've seen Nobody, what did you think about it? Or if you've never seen it before and you stumbled across because of this video, then comment below and let me know what you thought about it. And as always, if you like what you see here, if you like my take on movies, then hit the subscribe button and make sure you hit that bell so you'll know the next time I'm releasing my next movie review. So guys, I will see you next time on the channel. But in the meantime, be well, be good to each other, and go watch a movie. Take care, guys.